Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Pam Bondi just rocked Washington, D.C. with news about Jeffrey Epstein. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please visit that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. And hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. Pam Bondi spoke to Mark Levin, and she revealed that there's a lot of names on the Epstein list. And despite the best efforts of the field office for the FBI in New York, you got Kash Patel on the case now. There's a new FBI director in town. There is a new attorney general in town. We're going to get this list. She assured the American people, we're going to get this list. We're going to get these files. They are going to be released to the public. We are going to see them. There are a lot of names on here, and justice will finally be done. Now, I have a feeling that the field office is trying to stop this because I got to tell you, I think there's a lot of politicians on there. New York's a very liberal town. But I'm not going to say that it's just Democrats. I think there's Democrats and Republicans, celebrities, a lot of high-profile people that are in these files. And I got to tell you, I don't care what party you belong to. If you've done anything to harm children, then you belong in prison for the rest of your life. I actually would prescribe a different punishment, but I can't say that here. So I'll just say prison for the rest of your life, or whatever the maximum punishment is. People who harm children are the lowest form of humanity, if you can call it humanity, that exists. And so to me, there's no punishment that fits that crime because it's so dang evil. So evil. But some justice must be meted out here. And we, the American people, we need to know, we deserve to know who in positions of power and influence harmed these children. Pam Bondi, she's going to get to the bottom of it. I believe her. I trust her. If I'm wrong, I will come here and tell you I was wrong and she didn't do what I think she's going to do. But I believe in her. I want you to watch this video and let me know what you think in the comments.
Welcome to the program, Madam Attorney General. I want to get into this Epstein thing a little bit. I think the American people are very curious about who's on this list or these lists. You have been doggedly trying to get all the information. And now we learn, thanks to you, that you've been stonewalled by people in New York. Do you want to explain that?
Yes, Mark. So as you know, we released about 120 pages of documents, and I started asking for these documents right when I came into office and before Kash Patel was in there. So I ended up getting about 120 pages. We carefully redacted them, of course, to be sure the 254 young girls, women who are victims of sex crimes and sex trafficking, their personal information was redacted and out of there to protect them. So I'm going through it and I kept saying, there has to be more, there has to be more. I'm assured that's it. Kash asked the same questions. Assured there's no more. I found out, this week that a source told me New York, SDNY, they're sitting on thousands of pages of documents regarding Epstein. Thousands. And of course, you've seen the very strong letter. We will get everything. We will have it in our possession. We will redact it, of course, to protect grand jury information and confidential witnesses. But the American people have a right to know. And Donald Trump is the most transparent president in our nation's history. So not only will America get the full Epstein files, they will get JFK, they will get Martin Luther King.
Well, that's fantastic. But I assume the Southern District of New York is or has been holding on to this information for a reason. That is, they don't like the names on the list. And, of course, we know New York is a hotbed of the Democrat Party, and that includes in legal circles. Do you think that's part of the issue here, that they're trying to protect a lot of names and individuals?
Mark, I have not reviewed the information yet. And as a lawyer, as a prosecutor, I want to review everything before I make a firm conclusion. But I think it's very interesting that they withheld that from us. And I will find out who withheld it, and they will not be working for us anymore.
So once all that's gathered, you're just going to put it out in the public with the obvious necessary redactions, including the people who were the victims and the phone numbers and so forth. But for the perpetrators, I assume that we'll see those names, yes?
Well, certainly. There's nothing can be withheld on that. Of course, as you know, grand jury information, anything confidential will be withheld under the law. And we're going to do everything in our power to protect the victims so they're not further victimized also.